Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And I regret to inform you that J.K. Rowling is still very not canceled. In fact, they just announced the showrunners and I guess lead writers of the new Harry Potter series, the reboot series coming to HBO. And actually, they have a pretty lengthy pedigree, and this thing is going to happen whether or not you want it to happen.
Well, they're going to be mad because she said she interviewed them and helped pick the team.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, how dare she?
How dare she
She's
have
an executive producer on the show.
How dare she have a say in her own show? Yeah, I don't think she's going to get canceled, guys. Hogwarts Legacy sold 23 million copies. They're building a third Harry Potter area right now in Universal in Orlando, the Ministry of Magic, and I think in some way, I think she's probably giddy about this. Not only because they're going to faithfully adapt the books, because they did cut a lot out of the movies, but also that she can sort of wash her hands, I think, of the cast of the original movies.
Yeah, probably.
So many of them have thrown her under the wheels of the bus. So I think she's like, yeah, okay, whatever, Emma, whatever, Daniel, we'll replace you with some other kids and call it a day. I do feel really bad though for whoever gets cast in this. I feel really, really bad for them and their family, because I know some terminally online weirdos are gonna absolutely stalk and harass these kids.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure 100%. I have zero doubt they did this before with the Hogwarts Legacy actors. And they didn't even know. Like, a lot of this wasn't even going on at the time they recorded their lines, and they were still harassing them. Yeah,
the one guy, he did his lines like a year before Rowling started, going on her Twitter bender, and he had no idea that she was talking about that. So he just did the job and he got paid for it. I mean, that's really, it should be that easy, right? It should be that easy. Like, if you're associated with a project or a person or whatever, be like, hey, I did my job. I got paid for it. I may not agree with whatever they're saying, whatever, but leave me the fuck alone. That's what you need to do. But people don't do that. They're like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend anyone. And just realize these terminally online weirdos, look at the Dave Chappelle situation, whatever. They really don't have a lot of power in the real world to do anything. Gaming journos who tried to get the game canceled and tried to cancel people associated with Hogwarts Legacy actually wound up selling it, having it sell more copies because of the controversy. And that might happen here too. People might actually watch it just to support it. So let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, you get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo.
So, yeah, it's interesting to look at the media take on this. We'll talk about who's working on this, but I thought that the AV Club would go on some screed about her anti-trans views. They do mention the controversy, but they don't go into a whole lot of detail about it, and I think they're doing that because she has threatened to sue people.
Yeah, I think so. Plus, they're trying to get on HBO's good side, and they're trying to do this. And I think the general public isn't siding with them,
right?
Because they're doing a faithful adaptation of the books, and most of the comments were positive. People are very excited about it. So I don't think that they're going to push it too much, because they're like, they also HBO's like, oh, that's kind of their own thing going on over there. And they're trying to distance themselves from it. But I just think it's going to bite them in the butt. And they know it. So they're just not saying anything about it.
Yeah, because, I mean, again, look what happened last time. You made such a big deal out of it. And normies were just like, whatever, we like Harry Potter.
And it's just Barbara Streisand the game. So.
It did. And again, she's making money. Every time you go through the turnstile at Universal, it doesn't matter if you're paying for Harry Potter, if you're going to ride Harry Potter or not, she's getting paid. She gets paid a stipend or royalties every year. I'm not sure the specifics of her deal, but she gets paid every year. Her company gets paid every year. And even if you're going to Epic Universe to go to Nintendo and you don't set foot in Harry Potter world because you don't want her transphobic cooties to get on you or whatever, she's still getting paid. Mm-hmm. And they figure that into the ticket price. So just be aware. Like, if you're a boycott everything associated with her, you got a lot of things to boycott. Hershey chocolate and Lego. How come there wasn't a cry for boycotting Lego? Like,
I know they don't do that, but yes.
Just that video game. But here are the people working on it. And I'm actually kind of excited about it. Some people weren't, but Gardner, Francesca Gardner, is the writer and showrunner. And she was in charge of His Dark Materials. And I've said repeatedly that I actually thought they did a really good job with his Dark Materials because the movie was really disappointing.
Yeah, but they're closer to the books, which is what they want to do with the Harry Potter
Which
show,
made a lot of sense because I actually said when his Dark Materials came out, I said, now this is good. They need to do this with other series with Harry Potter because there was so much cut out of the Golden Compass movie and they got pretty much everything in the show because they had, 8 or 12 episodes a season, whatever it was, but they, it could breathe. The only negative, I think, with his Dark Materials is that the special effects budget wasn't that great. So it didn't look as good as Golden Compass. Now, this is Harry Potter, though. This is like their crown jewel. They're going to spend bucks on Harry Potter.
Well, the one team that worked with her, Bronte's something, film and entertainment or whatever, that Rowling works with all the time. The two people from that are also working with her as executive producers on this. And they were the ones that produced the films. So they're also working on this one, too. Yeah, it's Warner Brothers. So
it's going to be interesting to, I guess, just like visually, are they going to take it in a different direction? Or are they going to basically try to keep the sets and stuff the same? Because I think they still have a lot of the sets.
I don't know about that, but I do know they're going to make it as faithful to the book as they can.
Yeah, which I think is cool. I think it's cool because I know a lot of fans, because you were a fan of the books before the movies. You read the books ahead.
Well, the books were way better, like most books.
Yeah.
Except for a couple exceptions. The books are always better than the movie or show.
But the other guy they have working on it, this Mark Malad, he worked on Game of Thrones, Last of Us. So, yeah, I mean, they're throwing their A-list talent at this thing. I mean, Zaslav said that he thinks this is like one of their biggest moneymakers, and God knows they need to make some money right now, right? They said it was originally slated for Max, where it had been in development since 2021. Now, this is where it's confusing. We'll talk about this. As part of a strategy and branding shift for the streamer and Warner Brothers Discovery sibling HBO, the studio decided that, along with the It prequel, which makes no damn sense, that they're going to make them HBO originals.
Right. So right now they're splitting HBO. They're doing Max originals and HBO originals. It's probably a budgetary thing.
Well, they said because they said they're going to air this stuff on TV too. So they'll have it on linear TV. And it probably is a budget. It's probably like what Disney does with like Hulu and Disney Plus. They can probably take the budget. Like, okay, we spent $50 million on this. Well, 25 goes on the bottom line for this one. 25 goes on the books for this one. I think too,
they probably I guarantee they probably get some kind of write-offs or something back more because of it or something like that. I mean, I can't think they did it for no reason. If they weren't making money on it some way or it benefited them some way, there would be no reason to bring HBO back.
Yeah, so it says it's going to be a faithful adaptation of J.K. Rowling's mega-selling fantasy series. And per HBO, the series will feature a new cast to lead a new generation of fandom full of the fantastic detail, much-loved characters Harry Potter fans have loved for over 25 years. And also Hermione is black. No, I bet you. I will bet you that. I will bet you that. Just saying. If it's good, I don't care. That was like his Dark Materials. They race bent one of the leads, but the kid was really, really good. Will, the kid that played Will, I can't remember his name, the actor, but he was really, really good, and I didn't even care. It said casting for the roles previously played by Daniel Radcliffe, who threw J.K. under the bus, Emma Watson, who also threw J.K. under the bus, and Rupert Grint, who was just happy to be there. So it was a who's who, and I think they probably will get some pretty big actors.
Well, they don't know yet. They haven't announced the casting. We only know so far as who the writer and showrunner is and the director is.
But there it is. We gotta get it in here. The Hollywood Reporter did it because they got more money to fight a lawsuit than AV Club because they're owned by Gizmodo and they're selling off sites. HBO sidestepped commenting on Rowling's frequent expressed anti-transgender sentiments. They said
alleged anti-transgender.
I'm sorry.
No, they didn't say alleged. I added it.
Okay. Because I'm like, they're going to do that for legal reasons.
No, I said alleged for legal reasons. They said it flat out.
So they said the TV show is new and exciting, but we've been in the Harry Potter business for 20 years. This isn't a new decision. We're comfortable being in the Potter business. JK is a very online conversation. It's very nuanced and complicated, not something we're going to get into. Our priority is what's on screen.
Yeah, basically, we're doing Harry Potter, and we're not even going to wade into that. That's between the internet and J.K. Rowling, and we have nothing to do with that.
Yeah,
we're just doing Harry Potter, so back off.
It's money in the bank.
Step off.
That's just it. They're going to look out like, yeah, this is money. And honestly, normies, I don't even think really know who she is or what she's saying online. I don't think they do. They're just like, I like Harry Potter. I like wizards. I like turtles.
I like turtles.
I like turtles. Yeah, and they're gonna lap it up, and she's gonna keep making more money. And I'm sorry, it's not working like it used to work. So we're gonna wrap this up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.